Hi. So today I wanted to do a evening flow session. It'll be fairly short, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you to fit into your day. It's a really nice one to get your spine mobilised after a day of maybe being in the same position all the time, and also getting a lot of stretching in. So we're going to stretch the legs, stretch the spine out, get those ribs moving a little bit more, and just get you sort of moving around so that we really get that fluidity back into the body so that we don't just stay all stiff. So we're going to start on all fours and actually go straight into a little bit of work before we then flow into more of the stretching stuff and then finish off with some lovely breathing. So why don't you go ahead and get started. I'm here in my bedroom. It's a total mess behind the camera, but you know, I've just got to prioritise, and for me I really feel like I want to move around a little bit before I take it easy this evening. So I've got the yoga mat here and I'm ready to go, so let's get started. Coming onto all fours, just making sure that your hands are about underneath your shoulders, your knees are about hip width apart and underneath your hips. And then from here, nice and easy to begin with, all we're going to do is just arch and curl the spine. So pressing the spine up as you push the floor away, roll through the spine, lifting and opening the chest, keeping the back of the neck long. Again, pressing up, pushing the floor away, opening out, lifting the chest up in front of you. And now from here we're going to go from the tailbone first. So from this arched position, I want you to tuck the tailbone underneath, roll through the spine, press through, dropping the head. And then again, tailbone rolls first, roll through the spine, all the way up, lift up through the chest. Now from here we're going to drop the head first, roll the head down so that you're looking towards your knees, roll the rest of your spine piece by piece and open out through the back. One more time, lifting up through the head, opening through the chest, and then let the rest of your spine follow, tailbone lifting up. Now from here, I'm just going to walk the feet together a little, the knees together and the feet together a little bit. And then we're starting this next movement by scooping in and curling, especially thinking about lifting those lower ribs. And we're going to press back. So getting the hips back down towards the heels. And as we come back up into an arch, we're going to bend the elbows, chin touches the floor, push back up. We're going to scoop into curl and press the feet out to the side, looking down towards your little toe. Keep in the curl and press your feet to the other side, looking towards your little toe. Come back into the centre and sit back into a child's pose with your elbows down. We're going to do that one more time. So from here, scooping, press back, come into an arch, opening the chest, doing a little bit of a push-up, coming back in, flex the spine, twist to the side, look to your little toe, keep curling, twist to the other side, look to your little toe, keep curling and sitting back in towards the child's pose. Now this time we're going to add on. So we're scooping in and pushing back, and at the same time we're going to lift the left knee up towards the nose. So really pushing back through the hands and the arms and the shoulders. And then we stretch out the left leg, curl the toes under as we go. I'm going to do a little push up and pressing back in. We're going to reach right back out through that heel, so really stretching that heel down. And now from here, slide the left leg out to the side and opening up through your body, reaching, really rotating. Think about rotating from your chest as you go around, lifting up out of the shoulder and coming down, hand back down. Slide your left leg out the other side behind you. We're actually shifting into the left hip. So really reach through that left side and open through the right side, lifting the right arm up, back down. Now, rotate that leg, rotate in the hip. So although you can't see it, my leg is right behind me, my little toe is down, my foot is flat on the floor, and we're opening that left arm up, so we get a long, lovely open stretch through here. Coming back down, arm first, chest rotates, hip rotates, and the leg slides back in, and we drop down into child's pose. And coming back up from here, I'm going to scoop in, press the ground away, and at the same time right knee comes up to meet the nose. I'm going to slide the leg out, coming down to the floor, push back up, flexing the foot, reach through that foot. So you're really reaching the heel away, pushing away with the arms, and reach the right leg out to the side so that it's down to the side. We're going to open the right arm up, lifting through the chest, getting the shoulder to rotate around so that your chest can open and lift to the ceiling. Coming back down. Right leg goes out across the other side on the little toe side of the foot, and opening the whole body, twisting here, reaching into that right hip as you go, and coming down. Now turn the leg so that your foot is flat, sole of your foot is flat on the floor. Lift your right arm up to the ceiling, opening your chest out, getting that long, lovely, lovely stretch all the way out. Arm, hip, and then the leg comes down, and then we drop back into child's pose. So, similar movement, this time we're going to lift the leg. So, spine flexes, left leg lifts up as you push the floor away. This time we're going to stretch that left leg out, but lift it up from the floor so that it's about level with the hips. Now, as we're going to come down to the floor, just like we did before, we're going to keep the leg in line with the body. So you bend your elbows, your legs coming up, you push back up through. Slide the leg out to the side, leaning into the right hip, almost like I can take that left hand off the floor. Bring it back into the center. We're going to bring that leg over to the side, bring the foot down to the floor and lift all the way up and over. Same stretch as we did before. Really going to emphasize the movement. So arm and head come down, rotate through the upper body, keeping lifted out of this shoulder, and then lift the left leg up so that it can come back to the start position. Same deal with the right side. So scoop in as you push back, stretch the leg out, bend the elbows, press back up, right leg comes out to the side, come back in, roll through round to the left side. We're going to keep on going till the foot comes down, and we lift and open out, big long stretch. Arm comes first, arm and hand and head, and bringing the leg all the way back down to the start position and dropping down, resting through the child's pose there. Brilliant. Okay, So now we're going to come into a seated position. We're going to do a series of twists. So starting with the twists in a sitting position, we're going to have the legs long, feet flexed, reaching out through the heels and lifting out of the pelvis with the torso. But at the same time, just taking care of the ribs, that we're not flexing and extending. So we're not opening and extending the ribs. We're going to just lean back a little bit into the bra strap. So we're just leaning in towards the back of the body, and that's going to help take the pressure off the abdominals and allow the abdominals to work by themselves. So from here, we're going to start off twisting round to the left. So fairly simple. We're just going to place the hand behind, rotate through as if we're looking over the shoulder. Allow your other leg to reach out to let you get more distance. And then come back into the centre. Rotate round and come back in. One more time each side. Rotate round. Keep reaching that opposite leg forwards. Slide it back in. Reach the left leg and slide it back in. All right. Now we're going to go from the bent knee position here. So we're going to start off by flexing the feet up and arching the back, straightening the arms. Pull yourself back up, pushing those feet down. Place the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Rotate, press that left knee down and put your hand behind you at the same time. And rotate yourself all the way around. You should feel like we're getting work to open the hips and also opening out through the chest. Roll your sit bones back, drop into the spine and sit back to rest. Again, arch the back, lift up through the feet, press the feet back down, hand to the opposite knee, press the knee out to the side. Really opening up through those hips, keeping this knee pointing directly forwards as you rotate round, roll back in to the curve. All right, now this time we're going to add on a little bit more. So we're going to go down into lying down. Same start. So lifting the toes up, arching the feet, press the toes back down, hand to the opposite knee, coming down, and as you come down onto the elbow, we're going to extend the legs, and we're going to place this hand on top of your wrist. So you're opening out, lifting the chest up and round behind you, lifting up through the bottom part of your rib cage, and now to come back, dragging the heel, rotating the leg, roll yourself back up into sitting position, and come to sit tall. Exactly the same thing to the opposite side. Lift the toes, arch, press the toes, come back, hand to opposite knee, rolling down onto the elbow. Lengthen those legs out, hand to hand, lift and rotate, roll back, and sitting tall again. Adding on now, so we're going to add on just a little bit more arm movement and a stretch at the end. So flexing the feet, arching the back, press the toes down, hand to knee, rotate. This time we're going to stretch the legs and we're going to reach the arm, and making sure that you're lifting up through the rib cage on this side, up through the armpit. Keep on rotating up and round. Now as you come back, we're going to gather in, scoop the belly up, lift up, and a little hamstring stretch, and roll back up. And same thing to the opposite side. So arch and flex the feet. Press the toes down to come up, hand to opposite knee, elbow down, reach out with the arm, and then from here pushing through that hand, lifting up, roll forward into a hamstring stretch, and coming back up again. Beautiful. So we're starting to get that stretch in as we're doing that mobilizing. So from here, we're now going to go into opening the hips out and doing some mobilizing with the spine. So we have the soles of the feet together, back upright, and using your arms as posts behind you. Now to begin with, we're going to do a nice simple movement. We're rolling the left knee to the right knee, and at the same time your right hand is going to go out to the side to support you while you stretch and mobilize through the ribs here, and open the knee back out. And opposite side, roll the right knee to the left knee. This hand is supporting while you stretch right out through here. So really getting a long movement, opening those ribs out and sitting back up. Now we're adding on. So roll through, getting the ribs to move. I'm going to straighten out those legs, squeeze them back in and open out. Change sides. Bending through, getting that curve in the spine, opening the ribs, stretch, squeeze back, open out, adding on. Roll, stretch. We're going to change onto the other side. So we come through the center, holding the curve with the abdominals, roll to the other side, exactly the same position as you had before, bend the knees and open out. This time we're going to start to the left. So bend the knees, stretch, scooping in the curve, rolling to the other side, bend and open. Great. Now we're going to add on doing a little pigeon stretch at the end. So keeping the flow of the movement. Left knee to right, stretching out, roll through to the other side, bend the knees, open the knees. Now keep on going. Left knee to right knee, and we're going to turn to the right, stretch the left leg out behind, and we're going to go into this modified pigeon stretch. Come down onto the floor. Now, as we come back up, slide the leg a little bit out to the side and bring the foot in. Exactly the same thing to the other side. So left knee to right, straighten out the legs, scooping to curl, bending the knees, open those knees out, bring the right knee to the left, and then from here, rolling into the pigeon stretch and come all the way down. Coming back up, roll and rotate that leg and bending the knees. Lovely. So now from here we're going to go into a side lying position. I'm going to move the mat around. So in a side lying position, we can get lots of work going with the glutes. We can do some isolating movements. We can do some various different movements. That can come another time. What we're doing today is really making sure that we're getting lots of flow with the spine and the legs moving together. So I'm going to come straight down into side lying and then placing the top hand on the leg. Now from here, I'm going to slide the hand along the leg and grab hold of the foot. If you can't grab hold of the foot, don't worry, you can grab hold of the calf, you can grab hold of the thigh, anywhere, but at the moment my spine is curved, I'm not trying to over straighten it, so I'm making sure that it's within my capabilities. And then from here, we're going to keep the press back with into the bra strap and the drawing in with the abdominals and the lower ribs as we bring the leg down in front. Slide it back up. Now keep hold of the foot. We're going to bend the knee, hand goes onto the top of the foot, and we're going to open that knee out behind you into a really good quad and hip flexor stretch. And then again, lengthen the foot and leg out, stretch through here, bringing the leg down, back up, bending the knee, opening out, stretching through. Now from here we're going to come up onto the elbow. We're still holding the same position. Open out into a long bow stretch. So knee to opposite shoulder is really stretching. And then from here, scoop in. So we're coming in with the lower ribs, grabbing hold of the bottom of the foot, pressing the heel out here, and then roll through, come back into the bow, turning the head over the right shoulder, getting that long extension. One more time, curve, stretch, curve, open to flex. Good. Now, I'm going to bring one leg over the other. So we're coming into, I think what would be called in yoga a cow face pose. So from this position, we're going to bring the right hand arm up and over, curving towards the leg that's crossed on the top, long side stretch, and then we're going to rotate. So we're lifting up through here to rotate, threading that arm under, back onto the side, keep on reaching. We're going to keep on windmilling the arms all the way over so that your foot is down. Place your elbows down on the mat, and then from here we're going to go into a long lunge. Hold in this position, making sure we're pressing up through the elbows, lunging and holding there. Now, placing that knee down, gently coming out of it, and rotating onto the other side. But obviously, I'm going to turn around this way. So, same movement from the start. We are lying down, bottom knee bent, top leg nice and straight on here. I'm going to start off sliding the hand down the leg so that you're grabbing hold of the foot. Bring the foot down in front of the body. Up again. Bend the knee, grab hold of the top of your foot. Open out through there. Really nice long stretch. Uncurl. Stretching up. Bring the leg down. When I'm in this position, I can really also get a really good upper back stretch because my leg is pulling my shoulder blade away as well. Coming back up, bend the knee, bringing the leg back. Now holding here, and we're going to work our way back up onto the elbow. So we're in this bow stretch. I'm going to open, back, extending, curve through, grab hold of the bottom of the foot and stretch and press. Curve through, grab the top of the foot, open and look over your left shoulder. Curve through, stretch and press. Last time, curve and open through here. Now we're going to bring this right leg on top of the left leg. So we're back in this twisted position. I'm going to curve up and over towards the top leg. So we're really rotating, side flexing. Rotate through the body. Getting that space to do the thread the needle. Into the side flexion. Now we're coming up and over, windmill the arms, elbows down, and we're going to come into that really lovely lunge position. So keeping the knee up, pressing the elbows on the floor to push the mat away so that we're opening through that left hip and then gently coming back down there. Lovely. So now we're going to come up to standing. We're going to finish off by doing some really nice breathing and some standing movements there. Okay, so now that we're in a standing position, just thinking about the way that you're placing your feet, making sure your toes are pointing forwards. You're just getting some connection with the inner thighs, through from the big toes, up through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor, around the back of the body and up over the top of the head. As you do that, you're going to get a feeling of width across the back, width across the pelvic floor, and the inner thighs working and the big toe pads working to keep your alignment. So from this position, we're able to rock gently backwards and forwards, but we're keeping the feeling of connection through the whole body. So now from this lovely position, really centered, that we've created, we're going to go to doing a kind of a tree pose. It's a very modified version of the tree pose, as if from yoga. So just starting off, we're going to sweep the arms down towards the floor and up to the ceiling, drop back into a prayer position, stand and release, sweeping down, all the way up, dropping down, stand and release, adding in some breath, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Now we're going to add on a little one leg stand in there, exactly the same breath. So standing up with bringing your right leg up and breathing out, place the foot back down, stand as you breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. One more time. Sweep breath out, stand breath in, drop breath out, stand breath in. Last time. Sweep, breathe in, breathe out, breathing in. Now we're adding on, we're going to add a lunge back into this. Just checking I've got space. So sweep, breathing in, stand, breathing out. We're going to lunge back, breathing in, back up into the tree pose, back down and stand, out. One more time each side. Sweep, stand, lunge back, stand, drop back down and standing tall. One last time. Sweep, standing up, lunge back, up to tree, drop back down and release. And we're going to add on, so that lunge is going to turn into a warrior pose. So from here, sweeping again, all exactly the same start. Dropping down, stand up, lunge back, go back onto your back leg. Now this hand stays pointing forward, this hand. And your back arm rolls down towards the floor, come up into the tree, drop back down, stand tall. I'll walk you through that again. Sweep, lift, reach, lunge back, keep on going onto the back leg, sweep that arm down to the floor, stand back up onto one leg, dropping back in and stand to release. One more time each side. Drop, lift, lunge back, rotate, sweep the right arm, whoop, all the way up, dropping back in, stand, left side, last time, sweep, lift, lunge back, coming forwards, left arm sweeps down, stand into, dropping in and standing tall. Good. Really nice now. So from here, we're going to go through some breathing and moving. This is sort of a meditation, but really just a flowing meditation to get the breath through the body before we finish. So we're going to breathe in and soften the knees a little. And breathing out. Breathing in, we're going to rotate the hands and just raise them up a little bit as we soften the knees into a tiny squat. Hands come to about the height of the pubic bone. Rotate back around and press back down on the breath out. Rotate your hands back up. This time they're going to come up to the navel. Heart center. Up to the throat. Up to the forehead. And all the way over the crown of the head. One more time. Pubic bone. Navel. Heart center. Throat. Forehead. All the way over the crown of the head. Last time. Navel. Heart center. Throat. Forehead. All the way over the crown of the head. Last time. Lovely. Now we're going to spiral the arms around. So the little fingers lead to open your arms up. We're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to soften through the body. I'll turn side on. Soften through the knees, soften through the back, dropping into the shell of the back as you bring the arms down, and then release them down and out. So breathing in, breathing out, and stand. Now we're going to do that with a count of breath. So listen to the count that I give you, and as we go on, the number that we're counting to is going to increase. So starting off, we're going to breathe in for 4, out for 4, and then we're going to hold our breath for 4. So spiral arms, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, adding on, in, 2, 3, 4, out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same one again. 2, 3, 4, and out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest your arms down and release. And lovely breath in. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy That little bit of movement that we've done, lovely stretch. Now we're feeling like we've shaken off the day and you can enjoy your evening.